Before we do get into that, I do want to thank everybody so much for all the support that we've received about this little guy. Not only on our posts, but we've seen all of your messages, whether you're messaging us privately to our private pages, our business pages. The support is overwhelming, and we cannot thank you guys enough. We've received a lot of questions from non-local people on how they can help and whether they can donate or what they can do to help us. If you're not local, what I say is save your money now, and when you guys do come to South Florida, or if you want to book a trip.
Oh my gosh.
If you want to, sorry, my dad is commenting on my beard. I did just shave it before we came on live. If you do want to book a trip, save your money and book a tour with us. That is one great way to support us, as well as all of you guys that watch us on a weekly basis. You guys watching us, you guys engaging with our posts, sharing our posts, commenting, liking, all that stuff. That helps us out tremendously. But yes, if you are not local, I think our local community is gonna come through strong for us. Tomorrow we're doing a thing from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Where if you guys want to and you are local, we'll take any towels that you guys don't use anymore, blankets, as long as I know beggars can't be choosers, but with no strings on them, just because he is a pretty mischievous otter, so he will go for those strings. And yeah, so the first 5 people that come and donate, whether it's a towel, whatever it might be, we're actually going to give you guys a free tour. You guys are going to join the 4:30 tour tomorrow if you guys come. So the first 5 people can join our 4:30 tour, no charge, and it could be yourself and one other person. Obviously, you guys are more than welcome to bring more than just you and one other person, but those people will be $25, just like our normal tours are. And like I mentioned, if you guys are looking to support and you want to add to the cause, go book your tour right now. That's the best way to do it. And yeah, I'll let Ali we'll start off on what he went through as a young otter to where he's gotten to today, and then also what happened just recently yesterday, right? My days are all mixed together. It was yesterday.
So it started
Tuesday night.
Yeah,
Tuesday night.
And before you get into it, your dad wants you to explain why you need the blankets and towels.
So do you want to explain?
Yeah, I
can
explain it. Yeah. So as of right now, Harrison is on very strict cage rest. So in order to keep him extremely clean, keep the area that he's staying in really clean, we need to constantly be changing the towels that he is laying on, also, or the blankets that he's laying on too. This way, obviously, like I said, keep him super clean, keep it as sanitary as possible. If you don't know, otters poop like crazy. So having a nice bundle of towels and blankets to constantly be switching out several times a day would be very, very helpful, right, mister? And
I do just want to add, if you guys, like I said, those first 5 people that bring a towel tomorrow, in between 3 or 6, obviously, if you want that tour at 4:30, it's got to be before 4:30. But if you do bring a towel and you already have a tour booked, whether it is Friday, Saturday, Sunday of this weekend, we will add an encounter to your reservation. So if you don't have a kangaroo encounter, we'll add a kangaroo. If you already have a kangaroo, we'll add something else to those encounters. If you do have a tour booked this Saturday or Sunday and you want to donate towels or blankets, whatever it may be, you can bring those out during your tour time. You don't have to come out 3 to 6 tomorrow. But yeah, I think our local community is going to have our back. And like I said, for all you guys, I saw someone in here from Michigan that wants to help. Whenever you guys come to South Florida, book a trip and come hang out with us for a little bit. That's the biggest way you can help. And then obviously social media wise, sharing our posts, commenting, tuning in every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern time helps us out tremendously.
Awesome. Are you done talking finally?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, guys. So for those of you that don't know, this is Harrison. He's trying to get all the hugs in the world. He's a big fan of hugs. Now, Harrison, when he was very, very young, was actually only given a less than 10% chance of surviving because he was actually born with what's called a congenital heart disease, which is also what it was a hole in his heart, which is causing a heart murmur. So Dad, can you stop distracting us in the comments? Goodness gracious. So from very early on, the heart condition was life altering. He wasn't able to eat like a normal otter. He wasn't able to function like a normal otter. He was a quarter of the size of the otter he should have been when he was the age he was when he was diagnosed, which was about 9 weeks old. So it was a very difficult time. Every day we were waking up hoping and praying that he would still be with us. As you could see, he is obviously here still with us. As far as his heart condition goes, he's been doing pretty good. He is on a medication full term at the moment called pimobendin. So he gets that twice a day. And then recently...
And you never know he has a heart condition with the size of a heart he has and the will to get through everything is crazy.
Like my shirt says, it's a little backwards, but it says optimistic otter. That was literally created about this otter because the fact that he was able to survive what he did with his heart is unheard of. It should have never happened. But with the fact that the will to survive that he has and all the love that he has too has really just pushed him past the point of what should have happened. We were even talking about at the vet yesterday that he is also our biggest otter at the moment, but there was a time in his life that we thought that he would never even get this big. We thought he was going to be half the size of what a normal Asian small clawed otter would be, which is crazy. Now he weighs, what's 3.7 times 2.2?
Probably like 8.9-ish.
He weighs almost 9 pounds, this otter, which is crazy.
3.7 times 2.2.
So the reason why is because 3.7 kids, 8.14. So not almost 9 pounds. He weighs 8 pounds, which is crazy to think. Now what he's experiencing right now is this past Tuesday, 100% normal in the morning. Actually, several of us were in there hanging out with him and Missy, his mate. And then at about, I think it was 2:30 in the afternoon, one of us realized that he wasn't putting any pressure on his back left leg, which was very random. That typically should not happen. So we immediately contacted our vet, Dr. Pardini at Wildside Vet, and she told us to come in immediately. So we brought him in, we did x-rays, nothing came up on the x-rays. It actually showed very, very healthy bones from what we were able to see on the x-rays. I know somebody just said, how old is he? He is 2.5 months old, or 2.5 months old, oh my gosh, 2.5 years old. That'd be a giant otter. 2.5 years old. So the x-rays were showing what seemed to be an extremely healthy otter. We did blood work. His blood work is the best it's ever been. So we were very confused. So originally we were like, okay, maybe it's just a soft tissue injury, playing a little rough with his mate Missy, doing a little crazy stuff like they always do. So we...
Oh, they'd be 69ing and 96ing.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, that's also not false. They are pretty crazy, the two of them.
It's like 50 Shades of Otter.
Oh gosh. Anywho, he was sent home with some pain meds and just to keep a super close eye on him. By the next morning, when we woke up, he had no feeling in both of his legs or his tail. So with that is a crazy quick progression in not the best direction. So immediately reached out to Dr. Pardini. She moved really quick to find a vet that would be willing to do a CAT scan for an otter, because obviously that's not a normal thing. There are places that do CAT scans for dogs and cats every single day, but for otters, not very popular. Thankfully, VCA Animal Hospital in West Palm immediately said that they would be 100% willing to see him, as long as obviously I was there and that Dr. Pardini was there, which I was not leaving him regardless. So I am a helicopter mom. I literally hover over everything that happens with any of our otters, but especially this guy. So brought him over to VCA, and they did warn us. They said if it's a herniated disc, and depending on how bad it was, he would have to go into immediate emergency surgery. So while we were there, we did find out that his herniated disc was pretty severe. I'm going to explain this in the best way that I know how to explain this, because I was just doing research, because I've thankfully never experienced what a herniated disc feels like. and I can only imagine what it felt like for him, especially not knowing what was going on. So I did a little research, and basically what they explained a herniated disc to be like is if you have a jelly donut and it pops open and all the jelly goes everywhere, but that jelly is then pushing on your spinal cord and putting an immense amount of pressure that causes severe pain, and it could be so painful that it is numbing, and that's what he was experiencing. It was causing numbing in his back legs and his tail. I do see comments coming in. I'm sure we do have some people that have experienced herniated disc, because I see people saying it's very painful.
I thought we were going in a completely different direction when I heard something popping out like jelly.
No. Oh, Aunt April said it's bad. She's had 2. Yeah, I can't even imagine what it
Miss you,
feels
Aunt
like.
April.
We miss you, Aunt April. But that's the best way I could describe it, or that's the best way that ChatGPT explained it to me, because I was like, can you dumb this down for me, because I have no idea what that is. So the surgery, basically what they had to do is it's going to be a little hard to see, but we do have videos and pictures up of what his incision does look like. And they had to cut his back open, and they had...
Oh, no, it'd be too hard. I was going to say I can bring each phone over and show, but it might be too difficult.
Yeah, it might be a little hard. But they had to, so I know I explained it as a jelly donut, but it's basically mucus that surrounds the spinal cord. So they had to go in and suction all the mucus out around his spinal cord to alleviate that pressure. I mean, I do have a pretty decent picture of what his spinal cord looked like before they sucked the fluid out. If you do want to show them, I could pull it up really quick.
Is it the one you showed me? I don't know if how the live guidelines are. Like, I know.
Oh, no, different one.
Oh, okay.
Different one, yeah. Yeah, let me pull up the MRI, what that looks like, because this way you guys can see, and those of you guys that have had MRIs done for herniated discs. So when Sean comes over and shows the camera, you'll see white on the screen, and then you'll also see black. That white stuff is the mucus that was pushing on his spinal cord. So that black circle in the middle is his spinal cord. All that white fluid is what was putting pressure on his spinal cord, which is insane. That's taking up almost 50% of the space for his spinal cord. It is insane. We also have gotten a lot of questions on how something like this could happen. The neurologist that he saw said that it literally could have been something as simple as him twisting his back, and it just happened. It could be him swimming. They said herniated discs are so easy. I know you want to rotate this way. Okay. Herniated discs can happen so easy in especially animals like otters, but they have very similar bodies to cats. So that's what she was explaining to me, that it's so common. And it's a very unfortunate injury, but the fact that he's trying to grab my earrings. Can you guys see him? He's falling asleep and grabbing my earrings at the same time. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, it is a very common surgery, so she did have very high hopes for him. That being said, he was the first otter that she's ever operated on, so that was a pretty interesting thing. She was very, very confident, though, that she was going to be able to get him to where he needed to be. And now after, it's just a matter of him relaxing and just getting a bunch of love and attention and everybody's thoughts with him. And we actually, I do have some comments that we have gotten on my phone that I would like to read to you guys. I'm going to get Harrison in a little bit of a safer position for him, because right now he's trying to climb me.
While she's getting those comments for you guys, I just want to, for some of you guys that just joined in, I'm just going to shift these a little bit because I feel weird not talking and seeing myself. It's a little weird. If you guys are just joining in, we did let people know what they can do to help as far as with Harrison's situation. If you guys are local to us, tomorrow, Friday, from 3 to 6 p.m., you guys can drop off any towels or blankets that you guys no longer use. Just try not to have like little strings at the end of blankets. I know some kids' blankets have those little strings. He will chew on those, and we want to stop that from happening. The first 5 people that come and bring either a towel, blanket, whatever it may be, get a free tour in our 4:30 tour slot tomorrow. So it will be you and one other person, free of charge. Obviously, you can bring more than that, but there would be the $25 per person for that guided safari tour at 4:30 tomorrow. If you already have a tour booked, are you getting the comments? Are you ready?
Yep.
If you already have a tour booked this weekend or Friday, you are more than welcome to bring those things out on the tour, and we'll add an encounter to your reservation. So if you do not have a kangaroo encounter already, we'll add a kangaroo encounter. If you already have a kangaroo encounter, tomorrow is the 29th. It is the 29th of August. If you already have a kangaroo encounter, we'll add another encounter that you do not already have to your reservation. And we appreciate your guys' support so much. We appreciate all the messages we've been getting. Like I said at the beginning, the messages we're getting are like overwhelming on how much people want to help us, and
overwhelming in a good way.
Yeah, of course. And social media is one way you guys can truly help. So sharing, commenting. You know what I mean. They know what I mean. A kangaroo cuddle, not a kangaroo encounter. A kangaroo encounter is included in your tour. You get to pet them. That's the encounter. Kangaroo holdings where you get to hold them. And like I said, social media helps us out tremendously, more than you guys know. So sharing, commenting, liking, you guys being in here right now watching helps us out tremendously. So we appreciate you guys for everything that you guys already do without you even knowing that you're doing it. He's behind.
It might be delayed.
He's like that in real life too. If you guys are seeing my dad comment, he's a little delayed in real life. Just as he's delayed in watching the live as well. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so we've got some comments. Obviously, every single comment we've received from everybody has just been absolutely amazing. Myself, Olivia, our videographer and editor, she's off to the side, and Sean, we all went through and kind of just grabbed some comments that stood out to us a little bit. Like I said, everybody, they mean the world to us. Keep commenting because I read them to Harrison too, because he loves to hear them. But some to point out, first one is actually from one of our incredible employees who also supports Harrison so much. This is like her godson. This is from Vanessa Fetchner. So if you've been out here before, you probably know who Vanessa is. Pretty awesome, pink hair, pretty cool.
The one that runs around the property with her head off.
Sometimes, but it's for good reason. It's because she cares so much and she takes such good care of everybody out here.
I love you, Vanessa.
She's like the mom of the group besides my real mom. She's positivity is the biggest healer, yes, and optimism. Optimism is also positivity, but that's where I'm wearing my optimism.
Brian, I got Pink Pony Club coming this week, I promise.
Okay, so first one from Vanessa says, Harrison, you've overcome so much. You are truly like no otter. You got this, baby. Which is so true because he literally is the strongest otter ever. He's the strongest thing in the world, honestly. Second one, and these are from Facebook. First ones are from Facebook. Facebook, I'm sorry if I mispronounce this, but Lucianne LBS says, Hi Harrison, we pray for you. You have a cool life and we want that to continue. We are so grateful for the doctors to care for him, which is also incredible. I personally think, I'm a little biased, but I do think he's got the coolest life in the whole world. He also has the best mom in the whole world. Some may agree, but
we're located in South Florida, Boynton Beach.
Oh, good. Yeah. But yeah, he does have the coolest life ever, and he's got the coolest friends, the coolest family members, literally the coolest people in the whole world, and coolest otters and animals. Everybody's just the coolest to support him, and he's gonna be perfectly fine after this. On Instagram, Buck Fur Peas 69 said, I was just there on Sunday. I interacted with the otters. I'm saying every prayer I can for Harrison, for him to come through surgery, for him to heal, and for him to have no pain, and for his animal adventure family, sending you all prayers and lots of love. I just think that is so incredible. That is one of the best comments I think I've ever seen. We are so grateful, and we can't have too many thoughts, too many prayers in this situation. So as many as you guys want to send, we'll take them. Also on Instagram, Michelle Rufiano 2 said, definitely will be praying for this precious creature. All my love to the vets and staff of your animal park, which is also appreciated. We greatly, greatly appreciate that. Also on Instagram, Terry Paz said, you're such a good example. You're so good to them and take such great care of them. Thank you. Which, that's one of the best compliments that we can get, is our number one priority out here is keeping these guys super comfortable, happy, healthy. That's all we could ever wish and hope for. So we literally try everything in our power to keep it that way. Unfortunately, injuries can happen, but as long as we stay on top of it and we get them situated as quickly and as efficiently as we can, then that's the best we can do. So we're very lucky to have the ability to do that too. And then lastly, Tara Wareham, also on Instagram, relieved to hear Harrison is out of surgery and recovering. I ask the Lord to continue to be Harrison's bright light and bless him with all that he needs to recover. Just incredible. We are so lucky to have amazing people like you guys to constantly think about us, and in times like these, to keep Harrison in your thoughts and your prayers, right? Hey, mister. Yeah, we're talking about you and how cute you are. We are. You're just the cutest daughter. Get him. Get Sean. He is the best. And we really appreciate you guys. And we hope to see you guys out this weekend, tomorrow, if anybody's going to be coming by to bring some towels, come by for the tour. We really appreciate you guys. And if you are out for a tour, don't hesitate to ask how he's doing. Talk to me, ask any questions, comments on the lives, on his posts.
Yeah, we read and get back to
so cool.
almost all the comments.
Yeah,
if they're actual questions.
Yeah, we try
not
our best.
Not thirst trap questions.
Yeah. But if you also want to see any videos or clips, I should say, it's a couple of clips in a video of Harrison and his vet visit. You can find that on our Instagram or Facebook.
Did you tell them about what we're going to be doing moving forward with him?
With...
Yes.
Okay. So we are also... okay, first off, Mom, Junior's also the best, but Junior's not here right now. So when Harrison's front and center, he's the best. When Junior's there, he's the best. When Livy, Lila, when they're all here, they're all the best, okay? Anywho, we are going to be starting a YouTube series for Harrison, and this will be something that we're going to continue on for his recovery, the whole process, and to keep you guys updated as best as we possibly can. And we think it'll be really awesome to take you guys along for the whole thing, and like I said, to keep you guys included. And then this way, throughout the week, we have to figure out the day that we're going to be posting them, but they should be posted. They should be posted the same day every week. We just have to figure out what day we want them to be posted. But once we figure that out, leading up to those episodes, you can ask questions that you could potentially be featured on in the next video, which will be really cool too.
Do you want to do that, or make the surprise for next weekend?
Let's make it for next week, because I think everybody
we have
massive
surprise for next Thursday.
Massive. Everyone's gonna explode.
It's gonna be pretty cool. So make sure every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, but especially next Thursday, we're gonna have a huge surprise for you guys. Maybe
make some guesses in the comments, because maybe if we have a couple of right guesses, you never know. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know where
she was going either. But no, we want to thank you guys again all so much for all the support all the time. Not only when we're going through something with Harrison, but when everything is going great, you guys are always here. We love seeing you guys every single week, day in and day out, commenting, sharing, liking all of our posts. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to take care of this little guy, so it means a lot to us, and hopefully see you guys out here soon. Do you have any closing remarks?
I just want to thank everybody too, because being able to see everybody's positive comments towards him and everybody keeping him in his thoughts helps us tremendously, but especially me, being his mom. This was very difficult and still is difficult, but we're staying positive, staying optimistic, and he's going to be perfectly fine. Right,
Boom
mister?
shakalaka.
Right, mister? All right, everybody.
All right,
will
we love
see
you guys all so much.
next Thursday with a giant surprise.
Next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Don't miss it.
Thank you, guys. Bye, Facebook. Bye, YouTube.
Bye.
Bye,